Hard to believe it's been 18 years as we continue to honor those brave first responders who marched in that day and did the heroics that they had to do. And, of course, remember all that did not make it out on that horrific day back on September 11th, 2001. Anthony Greco plays for the Springfield Thunderbirds, the AHL affiliate of the Florida Panthers. He joins us right now. And, Anthony, you and your family have a very strong connection to September 11th. Your dad was a New York City firefighter and was one of those first responders on 9/11. What do you remember from that day, or what has he told you over the years about his role, his involvement, what he saw that afternoon?
Yeah, I was young. I was probably only in about third grade, so I was only around 8 years old. And the only thing I remember is our teachers at school telling us we had to go home. And we had hockey practice that day, and I remember being mad that I couldn't go to hockey practice because everything kind of paused and stopped for the day. But as I got older, I kind of realized, the magnitude of what went on and what happened, and kind of learned more about, my dad's involvement in it. And he's not one to speak much about it, and he's kind of a closed off private person. And but no, it's obviously something that has been a big part of our family now for however long it's been. And so it's like I said, he doesn't speak much about it, but the only thing I remember as a kid was, coming home and seeing it on the TV and kind of trying to process everything.
Anthony, your family certainly has been through a lot and still continues to go through some of it. Can you kind of explain where things are at now? Because we're reading the story and so just some more heartache that your family's dealing with and how your family is dealing through this process.
Yeah, so my senior year of college, actually, my senior night, he ended up having an emergency and having to go to the hospital. I went to Ohio State, and since then it's kind of been an uphill battle. He's dealt with numerous different kind of diseases and regarding his lungs and his kidneys, and so he's been dealing with that now for a few years. And it's something that we've had to kind of change our lives and sort of kind of get used to. But him being the same guy, and he doesn't complain and he doesn't say boo about it, but it is tough to kind of watch your best friend go through something like that, and especially him being as active as he always was, and kind of getting everything taken away from him and not being able to be as individual as he was, I guess, independent as he was, is been difficult on him. But he's through the whole process. He hasn't said boo about it, and it's kind of incredible to watch.
Anthony, we're very thankful for your father's service, of course, and appreciative of everything he did for so many people on such a difficult day. But let me kind of turn this up a little bit. Let's talk about your hockey career, something that obviously has gone pretty well for you. You had a nice career at Ohio State. You move on to pro. Last year, you led your team in scoring 30 goals with the Panthers this year. What do you need to do to make that team out of camp? Is that where your sights are set?
Yeah, I think every training camp you want to go in and you want to make a good impression, obviously. And but for me, it's I go out and I enjoy competing. I enjoy playing and trying to be the best player on the ice as I could possibly be, and the rest kind of takes care of itself. And there's only so many things you can control, but for me, I want to go out on the ice and prove what I can do every single time. And however the chips fall, that's sort of where I'm at now at this point.
You're a member of the hockey family. We're all a member of the hockey family, and it's such a tight-knit community, and that community showing incredible support to your family. And we talk about some of those obstacles you guys have had to overcome, and recently your parents moving into a new house that was handicap accessible for your dad, and unfortunately a fire ripping through the home. But the Springfield community coming out in waves, fundraising efforts to try and help your parents get back on their feet. Can you tell us a little bit more about the hockey community up there in Springfield and how they're kind of helping you guys out?
They've been amazing. I mean, they've supported me since the first day I went to Springfield, and yeah, for them to kind of put an event on together like that and to help support us, I couldn't thank them enough for everything that they've done for me in Springfield, and then to kind of go off on their own and do that for our family. It's not really many words you can say for that.
Is there a way for viewers watching right now to be able to help out? Because, again, we are all a hockey family, and we'd love to do our part to do anything we can to help you guys in any way possible. Is there a link, a GoFundMe page, or would you direct them to the Springfield Thunderbirds website? Where can they go to help out?
There's actually there's a foundation. It's called the Ray Pfeiffer Foundation. Ray Pfeiffer was a firefighter who passed away, and they built the foundation in his name, and it helps kind of pay for the equipment and any sort of things. My dad's on oxygen and wheelchairs, and family transport vans, for having to go to the city, to the hospital and stuff like that. And so that's sort of the foundation that my mom's closely working with, and what helps my dad out and the rest of the first responders out. So that's Ray Pfeiffer Foundation is where people can go to help out.
Well, we will do our part, and we appreciate you coming on a difficult day. We wish you nothing but the best down there as Panther Camp gets underway here in the next couple of days. Good luck. Look forward to seeing you back on the ice in the NHL, hopefully sometime soon. And please give your best to your dad, as we are a hockey community, and we hope nothing but the best for his future, okay?
Will do, guys. Thank you very much for having me on.